Hola, soy Nicolas Boucher y soy de Quebec y soy estudiante de Ciencias Sociales. Estoy contento de participar a la ponencia como parte del evento Conociendo Culturas. Yo le voy a hablar de mi país, Canadá, y le mando un saludo. Muchas gracias. From that point, I will be only speaking English because I don't really speak well Spanish. I do apologize for that. Let's get straight to the point. Like I said, I will be speaking about my country, Canada, and yeah, let's get straight to the point. At first, I would like to begin with the flags, which there was 4 flags in total since the country existed. The first two, the 2 first flags were the red ensign, which was, the red ensign, as well as the red ensign a second time in 1921 and 1871. The third flag was the coat of arms, which was inaugurated in 1957, and then the flag we all know, the maple leaf, was made in 1965. From that point, I will be talking about the provinces and some geographical aspects of the country. Canada is the second largest country recognized in the world, and Ottawa, which is located in Ontario, which is that the yellow place, is the capital of Canada. In total, the country makes around 10 million kilometers square, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I could say that Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba are considered prairies, which are pretty much flat, but I will be talking more about that soon. In total, there are 13 provinces with territories. There's 10 territories in the south, 10 provinces in the south, sorry, my mistake, and 3 territories in the north. The difference between these two is that territories are more autonomous, whereas the blue provinces, where there's the 10 provinces, it's less autonomous. They are more connected to Ottawa, which is located in Ontario, like I said. Another funny fact is that the blue dot, which is Quebec, around Quebec, that place is closer to Mexico from Victoria, which is the red spot. Like, I know we don't see a map of that, but Canada is so big that from the extreme right to the extreme left, it's really like far, and it's a big distance, I could say. That's just a funny fact I found, and I really want to share you guys that. So let's get straight to the some geographical aspects of Canada. At first, I would like to begin that the Canadian Shield is like, is mostly inside of Canada. It is the red spot. These places are mini cliffs with rocky outcrops, and it's less habitated than the green spot. The green spot is mainly flat terrain, and this is most suitable for farms and agriculture. This is where like mostly the people lives in Canada, inside Canada. There are 3 places where there are mountains. It is a Cordilleran Oregon, the Inuitian Oregon with Appalachian Oregon. These 3 are mostly mountains in that spot, and the mountains are really like sharp. They are really big, and yeah, that's pretty similar as well in Canada. So from that point, we can see, the red geographical place in Canada. In Quebec, there's some. From where I live, these photos are mine, and you can see that it's not that flat, but it's still like a little bit cliffy. Like there's cliff pretty much everywhere, and this is what the red spot looks like. Now let's go to Alberta, which is the other side of where I live, pretty much. We can see that there's mountain at the left, and there's like a flat terrain at the right. You can see like the difference between these two. And like I said earlier, the red spot, it's mostly where there's, this mountain at the left, and where it's flat, it's the green spot. It's to the right photography. For photos of it, we can see there's still cliffs and mountains. There's still snow on the top of the mountain in the right photo. And when I took it, it was summertime. It was really hot that day, and like there was still some snow on the top of these places. It was very awesome, to be honest. Now let's talk about the climate. As we all probably all know, the climate is very cold. There's pretty much snow everywhere, and I could guarantee this is true. This photo is mine too. I was walking down a path, and it was like 1 week ago. I saw that, and I couldn't just not share that. It was just like so funny, so I took it, and I found it really like representing Canada in his his best form inside the snow. So there's 4 seasons too. There's summer, winter, spring, and autumn, and that classical stuff. But like I could say for spring and autumn, it's between cold and warm. While the summer, it can be really warm, it can be cozy too, but sometimes can be torrid. And the winter is like the total opposite. It can be cool, it can be cold, and it can be frigid too. Like it's really cold. It's not nice sometimes, I could say. Now I will be talking about some activities that we can make in Canada. At first, in the summertime, there's a bicycle doing some bicycle, I guess, and bike path, which is pretty nice. You can see like good views inside Canada. There's pretty much bike path everywhere in Canada, inside Canada. It's really awesome, I could say. There is hiking too. You can walk pretty much everywhere too, seeing good spot, good views. And there is canoeing too, which can be made pretty much everywhere too in Canada. We have a lot of water, and people can do that, and it's really awesome. I do like it. I haven't said that, but there's a lot of water in Canada here, like really many rivers and lakes. From the winter time, we can do ski. The ski is it's ski, like you have a wooden plate on your foot, and then you just slide up snows, and you just go down a mountain or like a cliff. And I don't do that personally, but I've done that like sometimes, and it's still nice. I could say I really like it too. There's hiking too in winter, which is most likely more hard than in summertime, but can be feasible, and it's really awesome. The views are good, and with the snow can be something that could like really put someone in a good mood, in a good state. There's ice skating too, and pretty much every cities in Canada, there's places to do ice skating. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And there is the national sport of the Canada. It's the hockey. The hockey is like the sport where everybody watch it. People loves it a lot, and that's our national sport here. That's really interesting. From this point of activity and stuff, I will be talking about now the big cities in Canada. I mean, these are not the biggest, but they are still pretty big and pretty important inside the country. And I would like to begin with Montreal first, or Montreal. This is the big city inside Quebec, which is my provinces, where I live. And there's like around 1.7 million people in that place. Toronto, this is the biggest city in Canada. There's around 6 million people living there. What about Winnipeg? It is located in Manitoba. There's around 1.3 million people living in Winnipeg, and for Vancouver, there's 2.6 million people in 2021. It is situated in British Columbia. Toronto is not the capital, though. Ottawa's, I mean, do you remember like the capital of Canada, which is Ottawa? Toronto is inside Ontario too, but it is not the capital of Canada. I don't know why, but that's a good question for Canadian stuff, I guess. Now we'll be talking about the special holidays too. There's one I particularly like. It's the Fête Nationale du Québec. It represents, I mean, it happens the 24th of June every year, I guess, and it represents the Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. This celebration is about summer solstice. It's when like the crops finish growing up and people cultivate the farmland and stuff. And it was mainly at first about that. People made it as a celebration. This holiday happens in the province of Quebec only too. And as you, I mean, blue is the official color of the Fête Nationale. It was officially declared by the Parti Québécois in 1977. It's been like 40 years. This party has been like around for 40 years from now. It's quite, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not, it's haven't been, yeah, never mind. Now I'll be talking about Canada's Day. It's the 1st of July. It commemorates the unification of the three territories in 1867. It was the colonies of New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and the two provinces of Quebec and Ontario, which consisted of Canada. And these three places became Canada. That's pretty much self-explanatory. It was the 1st of July when that thing happened, and people celebrate the creation of the country, which is Canada Day. If I personally participate in that, I could say sometimes, but sometimes not too. I'm more a Fête Nationale du Québec than a Canada guy, I guess. Now, I'll be talking about Christmas too. That holiday is really important for us. It's a place where like people meet up, group up, every family, and people can be happy together. And while it's snowy, while it is snowy outside, people can just like sit and having some good stuff, eating and being together too. It's very awesome. I really like it too, and I can be with my family too in a holiday, and that's a really nice holiday. Now the meal. I have put the sirop d'érable, which is maple syrup. That's the Canadian cliche a little bit, but that's true. We do like maple syrup a little bit, and that's a good thing, I could say. It's really awesome. At first, I would like to talk about the poutine. It's not like the poutine. It's a meal here. It's not the president. It is made of potato, which can vary on size, with barbecue sauce or a chicken sauce, and gravy with curds. Gravy or curds cheese. That sweet. It is sweet. It is really awesome. That's one of my favorite meal, I could say. If I see that, I'm just gonna jump on it and just eat it. Like really awesome. It's just really awesome, I could say. I do like that a lot. Now the donair. It's not from here. It's more made in the Pacific with the Atlantic coast, and it's from Nova Scotia, possibly with Greek origin. What is it about? It's a bread, and then you put food inside, which you just wrap it up, and then you eat it. There's a lot of meat. By that, it's made of chicken with beef, salad sauce, which can consist of mayonnaise or barbecue sauce too. And you can put some sugary elements on the top of it. It can be really awesome, but it's still really big, like maybe that big, and it's big. It's big, and it really fill up someone pretty much. Oh, tourtière, which is from my hometown, Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, and that food has some origins from here. It's good. It is made of pastry, potato, meat, which consists of pork, beef, and calf, white onion and salt with ketchup can be added on top of that food. Sometimes it's sweet. It can be really tasty too when it's cooked. That's like a family food, and every Christmas people do. I mean, not every Christmas, but people can eat that on Christmas time. It's really good. I really like it too. Now, the conclusion, I could say that Canada is big. It's really big. There's a lot of stuff to see too, many activities to do, and the big city are something. It's really different. Quebec is French. The rest of Canada speaks English too, and that's pretty much it of Canada. I really appreciate the presence of you guys, and muchas gracias. Et je vous souhaite une bonne soirée. Merci beaucoup.